As all eyes focus on the U.S. general elections and debate ensued over the counting of mailed ballots, Grenadians residing in the diaspora are saying the time has come for them to be allowed to participate in the local electoral process. Denison Forrester George, a Grenadian-American attorney residing in the U.S., on Monday night's GBN Beyond the Headlines Election and Politics edition, sounded that need.
We Grenadians, Americans, Grenadians in England, we demand the time is going to come, and I hope it's going to be the next election that we'll have the right to vote. I think Grenadians abroad should have the right to vote in elections. In Grenada, we could vote at our consulate here in the U.S. We are the ones that are basically the backbone of the country. And I'm hoping that somewhere down the line, there would be some changes in the Constitution. I don't know if it's the Constitution they would have to change to amend, giving Grenadians abroad the right to vote.
Called for the implementation of legislation to ensure Grenadians in the diaspora have that equal right.
Grenada is no longer 6 parishes. Grenada is Toronto, Grenada is London, Grenada is Trinidad, Grenada is New York. Grenada no longer have 100,000 people. Grenada have over 3 million people. And I think the situation with the pandemics and the pandemic that is going on right now, who are the people who are in the hotels in St. George's? It's Grenadian Americans that are coming back. Who are the people that keeping this country moving forward economically? Is remittance coming from abroad? I'm sure the amount of remittance that comes into Grenada maybe equal the GDP of the country. So I think any future elections that are going to take part in Grenada, we as Grenadian Americans and Grenadians, British, English, Canadian, going to demand the right to have a say.
Ferdinand Phillip, voter and civic registration officer at the Parliamentary Elections Office, tells GBN that the issue was raised with the office and the matter will be discussed when a meeting of stakeholders is held.
There is going to be the need for us to convene, and it is in the works to convene, all of the stakeholders to look at a broad spectrum of legislation, be it amendments, whatever, to govern our function. And this issue that has been raised, of course, will be discussed. And if it is found to be viable, of course, it will be carried. If not, and maybe needs to be looked at a future date, then it will be like that.
He said what he cannot do is assure anyone that Grenadians in the diaspora will be allowed to vote from where they are when the next general election is called. Local law states that only people physically at the polls are allowed to cast their ballot. For GBN News, Janelle MacDonald.